afternoon. Ooh, and that's loud. My name is Rebecca Mueller. I'm the program director for the MPAS program here at the University of Manitoba, part of the Max Rady College of Medicine. And I am pleased to welcome our students here today, as well as their family and friends, and our esteemed guests on the stage with us. I would like to open today with a land acknowledgement. The University of Manitoba campuses are located on the original lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories, we acknowledge the harms and mistakes, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with Indigenous communities and in a spirit of reconciliation. I feel very honored to be here today, welcoming each of you to the beginning of your new educational journey. This is a very notable day. You are the very first class of 30 students into the Master of Physician Assistant Studies program here at the University of Manitoba. And that is something. We have several special guests joining us today, all of whom have had careers that impact patient care in this province and have impacted the PA profession and medical education. I would first like to invite Elder Charlotte to provide an opening prayer and her words of wisdom.
Danse, bonjour. Hainista, nepawis capscal ki hoe square. Equa, mikasu, Mr. Tim, and Pimpatat. Ki huni do dem, Red River Settlement do Chin. Testa wuniao in the new and Isnabi, Hutipimiswak. Greetings, my relatives. I introduce myself by the names that I walk with. Stand Strong, Eagle Woman, and Red Horse Running. And it's an honor for me to be here with you today. When I look at the young minds that are here and they're moving forward in time, and in 50 years from now, they'll look back at this day and say, wow, it wasn't that bad. No tawinak say mani too. Kinanas komitin for the gift of life today and the blessings of creation. Kinanas komitin kokum now, mosum now, for the wisdom and path that you've laid out for us. Kinanas komitin kiganawas ki, for all the medicines and foods and all our relatives, the four-leggeds, winged ones, those that swim, those that crawl. Les créateurs, merci pour la journée. Merci pour tout ce que vous nous donnez. Merci pour les petits-enfants, les jeunes, les parents, les aînés. I ask you, Creator, grandmothers, grandfathers, be with our students and their families today. Help them celebrate and prepare them for the next part of their journey. If I've forgotten anything, Creator, please accept them in my song prayers. Mitakwese, gaginau kumakanak, tut mabarante, ekose, oho.
Thank you, Elder Charlotte. We appreciate you so much. We know that you are very busy and double booked today. Thank you for your time. Next, I would like to invite Dean Nickerson, Dean of Medicine, known for his collaborative and collegial leadership style here, as well as his strong knowledge of research and a commitment to advancing the interprofessional education. MPAS is very honored to have Dean Peter Nickerson join us today, welcoming the class of 2026.
Thank you very much, Becky. Thank you, Elder Charlotte, for those words. I want to welcome the Honorable Carla Compton, our MLA for Tuxedo, and the and the Premier's Advisor for Nursing, Culture, and Safety for joining us here today. I also want to acknowledge Dr. Ainsley Mahaichuk, the Registrar of the College of Physicians and Surgeons in Manitoba. Ainsley, welcome. Kylie Braun, the Manitoba Director for the Canadian Association of Physician Assistants. Becky Muller, Program Director and Academic Coordinator of the Master of Physician Assistant Studies. And Dr. Sheldon Permack, Associate Head, Department of Family Medicine, the Max Rady College of Medicine. I want to welcome our special guests and partners and friends and families of the MPAS class of 2026, the faculty and staff in the Max Rady College of Medicine, Department of Family Medicine, and the Faculty of Graduate Studies. And I want to give a special welcome to the incoming learners, the University of Manitoba's largest Master of Physician Assistant Studies class ever. We're really excited about this. We've been looking forward, and I know that Becky has been working hard to convince the government to double up from 15 to 30, and we've managed to work with our partners at the Manitoba government. So thank you very much on behalf of the faculty to the government for expanding the seat numbers to really meet the demand for physician assistants across our province. This emphasizes really the crucial role that physician assistants play in our healthcare system and their inevitable contributions to patient care. Now, speaking to the students, you have worked hard, very hard, to get into this competitive program, and I want to congratulate you on reaching this important milestone. Each of you brings unique experiences, diverse backgrounds, and valuable skills to the MPAS program. Many of you have prior healthcare experience. There's an athletic therapist, a registered dietitian, and a dental assistant that make up this class. You also have plenty of volunteer experience, which includes work at Cancer Care Manitoba, rural vaccination sites, and Canadian Blood Services. And now you're ready to learn new skills and face new challenges as you begin your rigorous 2 years of the MPAS program. You have a lot of work ahead of you, but I have no doubt you will continue to grow into outstanding healthcare professionals and play a key role in addressing our province's healthcare challenges. The University of Manitoba Master of Physician Assistant Studies program was one of the first 2 programs in the country which launched in 2008, and the first at the master's level. And there are now 5 physician assistant programs in Canada, including 2 new master level programs and a 3rd launching next year. The U of M has really set the standard in physician assistant education and laid a solid foundation to support new physician assistant program development across Canada. In fact, they're all coming to us asking, how do you do it? What can you tell us? And we just say, well, we have an outstanding program, so this is how you make it work. And Manitoba was the first province to recognize and regulate physician assistants in the country. The curriculum here at U of M will prepare you to be adaptable in any clinical environment, from primary health care to consulting and specialty practice to hospital-based roles. And the MPAS program has an impressive 100% employment rate at the time of graduation, so you don't have to worry, you will have a job. And the graduates have nearly 100% pass rate on the National Certification Examination. You are joining an outstanding program at the University of Manitoba that trains exceptional physician assistants and has graduated 194 physician assistants since we launched in 2008. You will join them in making a difference to healthcare delivery across Manitoba, and I know that everyone's eagerly awaiting 2 years from now when you're going to be graduating. Interprofessional collaboration is an important focus for our faculty, and I expect you to gain much insight through the Office of Interprofessional Collaboration that will bring you together with students from across all colleges in the Rady faculty to learn about and with and from one another, mirroring interprofessional healthcare teams in today's healthcare system. And there's growing evidence that healthcare professionals working together as part of an interdisciplinary team improves the quality of care and patient outcomes. As future physician assistants, you will work alongside many of your fellow Rady Faculty of Health Sciences students in dentistry, dental hygiene, medicine, nursing, pharmacy, and rehabilitation sciences. Now, I want to congratulate on this achievement, but I also want you to look around. The 30 of you are going to be the best friends by the time you finish this 2-year program. And it's not just going to be best friends during the program, it's going to be lifelong friends. And you will realize that how tight you will become over this next 2 years. And as you go into the future, you will come back as alumni and you'll just hear stories of what you've all been up to. It's going to be amazing. But this will be undoubtedly one of the best teams that you will be a part of. And I always like to celebrate that, because when we do have homecoming, you just realize how everybody's been following everybody's career. So you're a very diverse group. Celebrate this diversity. You will learn from one another. You will become very strong. Lean on one another as you go forward. I also want to say, don't forget your families. They're all here today. They've supported you to get here, and they're going to continue to support you over the next 2 years. Lean on them. They'll help you get through. It is going to be trying, but it's going to be a lot of fun along the way. So that's my last word. Just as I congratulate you, just have fun. It's going to be a great experience over the next 2 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean Nickerson. Next, we would like to welcome the Honorable Carla Compton. She is the Premier's Advisor on Nursing Culture and Safety. She is also the MLA for Tuxedo. Thank you, I apologize. Thank you so much, Carla, for coming today.
I'm used to being the shortest person at the, this is kind of nice having a step stool. So good afternoon, everyone. I am really pleased to be here to bring greetings to today's class of 2026 inaugural day on behalf of the Minister of Health, Seniors and Long-Term Care, Minister Asaguara. This marks the 15th incoming Master of Physician Assistant Studies class here at the Max Rady College of Medicine. And it's wonderful to join all these sorry. You will have moments like this as well, where your words don't quite come out right. But I'm honored to be able to be presenting here and speaking to you all with these other folks up here. I think I might have some of the wrong names in my speech. So I just want to, again, thank Dr. Peter Nickerson, Dr. Ainsley Mahalchuk, Kaylee Braun, and Rebecca Mueller. This is a great stage of folks up here. The journey that you are embarking on today will lead you to new experiences and give you valuable skills in your careers in healthcare. You will receive hands-on training that will provide you with an opportunity to learn from and work alongside our exceptional Manitoba healthcare teams, while you're also helping patients and their families navigate life-changing moments and decisions. Our government is listening to healthcare workers across the province and supporting initiatives that help improve workplace culture, create better work-life balance, and contribute to improved patient care. We're hiring 1,000 new healthcare workers and investing in retention, recruitment, and training. Our government is committed to taking care of people that take care of us and ensuring that Manitoba has a robust and resilient healthcare system. And I want to thank each one of you for choosing to step into this program to become physician's assistants. This is a challenging time in healthcare, but this is also a time of opportunity and innovation. You are all becoming part of the solution-seeking network of healthcare professionals that we need. And even though it's been over 20 years, I remember what I felt like when I was beginning my journey into healthcare. Granted, different programs, I'm a registered nurse, but I definitely had some nerves, which you may be having. But I also had excitement, anticipation, and wonder over what's possible. And that feeling overruled everything else. And I recommend to you to accept the support and encouragement that will be offered from your mentors, each other, your peers, colleagues, family, and friends. for these are the foundational relationships to build your practice upon. And one of the most important suggestions that I give anyone entering into healthcare, no matter what area they are entering, is to stay curious. Curiosity is essential for the best learning experiences, for building therapeutic trust with the Manitobans that you will serve, and ultimately supports your knowledge and your skill development. So may your journey becoming physician assistants be rewarding, and thank you so much for letting me be part of your special day. I wish you all great success in your education and your future health careers. And just one final thing, I know if they were here, Minister Asaguera would want me to remind each of you that our government will have job offers for all of you to stay in Manitoba, so don't forget that. Thank you.
Thank you, MLA Compton. Our next speaker this afternoon is Dr. Ainsley Mihalchuk. She is the registrar for the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Manitoba, and she plays a key role in our profession. She is a passionate advocate for patient safety and supports continuous quality improvement within our profession. Please welcome Dr. Mihalchuk.
Thank you so much. Dear class of 2026, honored guests, faculty, colleagues, family, friends, and loved ones, it's an honor to be here and bring greetings on behalf of the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Manitoba, the regulatory body to which you now belong. It's very exciting to be celebrating this important milestone in your educational journey as you're welcomed as the new class of physician assistant students and the largest in history. That's amazing. I wish to acknowledge the long and challenging and also diverse paths you have taken to reach this point and commend you on your choice to become a physician assistant. You deserve congratulations for being the successful applicants from a very competitive pool of deserving candidates and for being chosen to honor the virtues of the profession, including compassion, honesty, humility, integrity, and prudence. I also want to congratulate and celebrate those who have supported you in making it this far. None of us would reach our full potential without the love and support of our network of people whom we rely on throughout our journey. You are embarking on your training and entry into the medical profession at an integral time when the challenges to deliver quality care to patients are immense and the need for additional human resources greater than ever. There is opportunity for each of you to impact and improve the health system in Manitoba and contribute meaningfully to the health and well-being of Manitobans. As a family doctor myself, and through a decade of leadership roles in the health system, I have seen firsthand the value that you will bring to patients and care delivery in an interprofessional team. At one time, I was intimately involved in teaching within the physician assistant program and with integrating new physician assistants into the health system and evaluating the factors that contributed to successful physician supervisor and physician assistant partnerships. It was evident that physician assistants improve communication within teams and with patients. Physician assistants create capacity and extend physician functions in an efficient and effective manner. Physician assistants are able to offer much needed time and support to patients and families that physicians often can't, and this leads to strong and meaningful relationships that contribute to healing and positive health outcomes. Physician assistants also have the ability to be chameleons and evolve and change throughout their career to meet needs in multiple different settings, from cardiac surgery to psychiatry to rural and remote family medicine. Your training at the University of Manitoba will set you up for success to have a long and diverse career in whichever area of medicine you choose. While you will inevitably spend long hours over the next 2 years studying and working to earn your degree, I encourage you to observe that your knowledge and skill is only part of the formula for your future success in the medical field. You will be there for your patients when they feel alone and scared. You will be strong when your patients need your support. You will bring dignity when your patients are nearing the end of life. And you will bring joy when you share good news or celebrate healing. In these moments, your humanity can make all the difference in their world. Your humanity will shape every single encounter you have with patients and their families. Your humanity and your ability to connect to the humanity of another is your superpower. Make sure you nurture this throughout your career. As you enter this exciting profession, you will quickly realize that your patients place great trust in you. They will expect that you will always act in their best interest, that you will always strive to provide the best possible care. They will also expect you to be humble and acknowledge when you make a mistake. Working in medicine is more than a career. It is a privilege. And with that privilege comes incredible responsibility and accountability. We must treat all patients equitably, honoring their intrinsic worth, protecting their dignity, and respecting their autonomy. We must be conscious of our biases to strive to always be better and do better in all aspects of our practice. We must understand that the expectations of our profession extend to our words, actions, and behaviors both in and outside of our medical practice. We must recognize that each of us contributes to the reputation of the profession, and it is our duty to uphold the ethics and virtues of the profession. After today, the world will have a different set of expectations for you, and I encourage you to rise to this challenge and embrace the potential you have to make a difference in the lives of Manitobans now and for the rest of your career. I want to leave you with the following advice from my own personal years serving my own patients. Prioritize compassion. Every patient is a human with fears and hopes. Treat them with the kindness and empathy that you would offer to a loved one. Be present. Give every interaction your full attention. In today's fast-paced world, being fully present with a patient will go a long way to building trust. People need to feel seen and heard to fully engage with you. Champion dignity. Ensure every patient feels valued and respected regardless of their background or circumstances. Everyone has a story. Be curious and embrace listening. Your impact can be exponentially greater when you understand the person in front of you. Nurture your well-being. To be a successful physician assistant, it's important that you prioritize to take care of your own well-being. Pause to catch your breath and deal with your own life's ups and downs. Nurture your relationships with partners, family, and friends. Celebrate your triumphs and comfort your feelings of defeat. Your patients, family, and colleagues will all benefit from you being at your best. Remember, you will have the power and privilege to change lives. Strive to be good physician assistants, but strive even more to be good humans. 2 years from now, you will have changed for the better in ways you never thought possible, and you will be equipped to make a meaningful impact on the health and well-being of Manitobans, because of course you will stay here and practice in Manitoba. So welcome to the profession, and best of luck to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Mahalchuk. It is now my pleasure to invite PA Callie Braun, Director of the Manitoba Chapter of the Canadian Association of Physician Assistants. PA Braun is a graduate of this very program, class of 2020. Additionally, she holds a master's degree in medical microbiology and infectious disease, and she currently works clinically at HSC Internal Medicine. Callie is also involved with this program. She assists learners as a preceptor on clinical rotations and as a lecturer on various medical topics. She is a leader in this province and across Canada amongst practicing PAs, and we are very pleased to have her speak today.
Thank you, Becky. Good afternoon. My name is Callie Braun, Manitoba Director for the Canadian Association of Physician Assistants, University of Manitoba MPAS grad, and practicing PA in adult internal medicine. Welcome to everyone in attendance and those on the live stream. You've all played an integral role in what's happening here today. Congrats to the class of 2026, and congrats to family and friends who've likely read a statement of intent or two, pretended to be a panel interviewer, and listened to their fair share of MMI answers. You'll continue to lean on these people through the next 2 years. What does it mean to be a PA student? It means learning a whole new language. It means learning an unseemingly unlearnable amount of material. It means surviving didactic year and watching concepts and theories you've only read about transform into tangible illness scripts. It means clinical rotations that feel like starting a new job every month. It feels like never knowing quite what you're doing. But here's the amazing part. You're here to learn, you're here to make mistakes, you're here to ask questions, and ultimately you'll grow more than you thought possible. What does it mean to be a physician assistant? I could use buzzwords like lifelong learning, negotiated autonomy, increased access to care, decreased wait times. And while this is all true, it may be more meaningful to share that we are medical staff who are deeply ingrained in the healthcare teams we work in. We sometimes know our patients better than our supervising physicians. We are extremely passionate about the work that we do. Our patients know it, and our docs do too. What does it mean to be a PA advocate? On April the 2nd, I was invited to attend the provincial budget announcement. The health minister themselves told me about the doubling of the MPAS program. Now I have the honor of watching the largest MPAS class ever across the stage. In 2023, there were only 3 PA programs in the country, and as I speak, applications are being collected for the 6th PA program in Canada. In 2023, Canada graduated only 69 PAs per year, and that capacity has more than tripled. PA students like yourselves, government and healthcare advocates are working to introduce PAs into all domains of medicine, to utilize PAs to their full scope. We are a small but mighty profession, and sometimes we have to yell from the rooftop to get attention. We need to ask ourselves, how can we go further and break down barriers along the way? And importantly, it's knowing that some big wins are a series of small successes. So on behalf of the Canadian Association of Physician Assistants, congratulations.
Okay, I think I might need wheels next year. Thank you to all of our speakers thus far. We're very grateful to have you all here today. And I want to take a minute to acknowledge the support that we receive from the Department of Family Medicine, Max Rady College of Medicine, and the Faculty of Graduate Studies, all of whom contribute greatly to our program's success. And to my current students, the class of 2026, congratulations making it here today. It is with great excitement and a true deep sense of pride that I stand today with you to officially welcome an expanded class. It's truly a historic moment, not only for our institution, but also for each one of you who have chosen this path. You have been selected from a highly competitive pool of applicants, as has already been mentioned today. And you are here because you have demonstrated academic excellence, passion, dedication, and commitment needed to be a successful PA. You deserve to be here. This journey will be one of growth, transformation, and discovery. And over the next 2 years, you will be immersed in rigorous coursework, clinical rotations, countless hours of study, and you will gain the necessary skills to become exceptional healthcare providers. But your education will go beyond the textbooks and beyond the exams. You will learn the importance of empathy, teamwork, and resilience. You will develop the ability to think critically under pressure, communicate effectively with patients and colleagues, and approach every situation with integrity and compassion. You will not be alone in this journey. You are joining a community of educators, mentors, and peers who are all committed to your success. Our faculty, we have several sitting out here, Dr. Denny Pierna and PA Steve Petrowski. They are here to support you through every step of the way. You are also part of a broader network of PAs, including those sitting on the stage, Callie Braun, others in Kappa, and others you will meet who come to teach you, and they are dedicated to advancing this profession, improving the healthcare outcomes of our communities, and again, towards your success. I encourage you to embrace the challenges ahead with an open mind, push yourselves beyond your comfort zones, seek out new experiences, and do not hesitate to ask questions. The journey to becoming a PA is not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about becoming the kind of healthcare provider who can truly make a difference in the lives of others. And to the family and friends who are here today, both in person and virtually, thank you for the support and encouragement that you've provided to bring your loved ones here today. It will be invaluable to continue to be there for them as they move forward over the next 2 years. So to recognize and induct each member of the class of 2026, we are going to begin with a stethoscope ceremony. Receiving your first stethoscope serves as a milestone in the life of every PA student and symbolizes the journey that you are beginning. And the most important part of healthcare is, of course, to listen to your patient. We do choose this ceremony over a white coat ceremony because we feel the stethoscope better symbolizes the relationship between provider and patient. It is only successful this relationship with good communication and good listening skills. So I will call each one of you by name to the stage, along with a brief description. Upon entering the stage, you will be draped with a stethoscope by Dr. Sheldon Permack. He is the Associate Head of the Department of Family Medicine, and he is also a family practitioner in our Winnipeg community. So upon entering the stage, you'll be draped with a stethoscope. Be sure to pause here with Dr. Permack for a photo, and wait here until I finish speaking a little short description about you. Mackenzie Alexic. Mackenzie was born and raised in Winnipeg. She received her Master of Science in Community Health and a Bachelor of Science in Biology, both from the University of Manitoba. And she has been actively involved in Winnipeg swimming and is an avid traveler, spending 8 months as an au pair in France. Kayla Campbell. Kayla was born in Winnipeg and is a recent graduate from the University of Manitoba with a Bachelor of Science with majoring in biology and a minor in microbiology. Kayla likes spending time with her friends and family, and she takes unique photographs of fungi. Rory Chongva. Rory is a recent grad from Mount St. Vincent University in Nova Scotia with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and Neuroscience. Rory's mental health work helps solidify their desire to work within healthcare, which was born from their experiences growing up as a transgender military child. Outside of academics, Rory enjoys working out, crocheting, and baking. Kimberly Della Rosa. Originally from the Philippines, Kimberly moved to Winnipeg with her parents, who sought out greater opportunities for their future. Kimberly graduated with distinction from the University of Winnipeg, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in Neuroscience. She is a dental assistant and is currently training for her second 10-kilometer race this October. And she cherishes the moments spent with her family and friends, her partner, and her Pomeranian Prada. Mackenzie Dobson. Mackenzie graduated from the University of Winnipeg with a Bachelor of Science, honors in neuroscience. Her thesis focused on the long-term effect of psychological symptoms years after support-related concussions among adults. Mackenzie likes playing board games, attending spin class, and spending quality time with her fiancé and her dog Bentley. Esther Du. Esther grew up in Winnipeg and completed her undergraduate degree in physiology and health and disease at the University of Toronto. Professionally, Esther has experience as a sleep technician and as a medical volunteer at a family clinic. In her free time, she plays badminton, volleyball, and karaoke with friends. Angela DeKai. Oh, I hope I didn't. DeQua. Yeah. I asked beforehand and I still messed it up. Okay. I said it wrong still? Dewaki. Angela Dewaki. I apologize, Angela. She graduated from the University of Manitoba in 2024, and she worked as a student researcher at the Children's Hospital Research Institute at Manitoba. Her projects focused on asthmatic therapies for children with severe asthma. Angela loves going on many adventures, hikes, and spending time with family and friends. Aliyah Galessier. Aliyah grew up in Steinbach and graduated from the University of Manitoba with a Bachelor of Science degree and a major in microbiology with a minors in chemistry and psychology. Outside of academics, Aliyah loves traveling, swimming, running, reading, watching many kinds of sports, and trying new recipes. Nicole Grass. Nicole was born and raised in Nova Scotia. She completed a Bachelor of Science in Microbiology and Immunology at Dalhousie with a minor in Health Studies and a certificate in Medical Humanities. Nicole enjoys volunteering for the Canadian Blood Services, the Ronald McDonald House, and Maritime Medical Genetics Service. Kaylin Hamilton. Kaylin was raised on a small farm in rural Sundre, Alberta. She has her Bachelor of Science in Biology with a concentration in Human Anatomy and Physiology at Mount Royal University. Kaylin has a huge love for all things such as camping, hiking, and fishing. Kaylin also enjoys some sports with friends and her pets back home. Evelyn Hancock. Evelyn was born in Winnipeg and grew up playing competitive team sports, including volleyball and Team Manitoba Ultimate Frisbee. Evelyn graduated with a Bachelor of Kinesiology from Western University, and outside the classroom, Evelyn enjoys cycling, cooking, and reading. Kosovare Hassani. Kosi, short for Kosovare, which translates to a female citizen of Kosovo. This name reflects the pride in her culture and appreciates the sacrifices and obstacles that her parents endured immigrating to Canada from Kosovo. Kosi completed a Bachelor of Science with a major in psychology and a minor in microbiology and conducted research on allergen-mediated changes in severe asthma. William Husarovich. William was born and raised in Winnipeg, and he graduated from the University of Winnipeg with a Bachelor in biopsychology, followed by the physical therapy program here at the University of Manitoba. He has worked as a research assistant for Dr. Jatinder Sareen, authoring 2 scholarly peer-reviewed articles, and he also holds a black belt in judo, winning the Nuwatsa competition in 2018. Cass Colt. Cass was raised in Winnipeg and graduated from the University of Ottawa with an honors in Bachelor of Science in Psychology. After a PA helped care for his granddad during a hospital stay, he was motivated to apply for the PA program. Cass enjoys playing Dungeons & Dragons because it utilizes the ability to organize, respect players, and communicate well. Caitlin McGregor. Caitlin was born and raised in Winnipeg. She graduated from the University of Manitoba with a Bachelor of Science in Microbiology. She loves spending time with her friends and family, going for walks, playing tennis, and volleyball. Torin Marcinuk. Torin is from the rural town of Roebuck, Ontario, but has been in Winnipeg for the past 10 years. Torin's interest in health science began at the University of Guelph, where he graduated with a biomedical science degree and had the privilege of working with Dr. Jeremy Simpson's cardiorespiratory lab. Torin enjoys music production software, playing guitar, and spending time with family and friends. Piper McMurphy? Piper McMurchie. Piper was born in Winnipeg, and she graduated from the University of Winnipeg with a bachelor's degree in neuroscience and completed a thesis related to language processing in the brain. Most recently, Piper has been working at HSC as a clinical research coordinator, and she is also a certified first aid instructor and recently flown to a Northern Reserve in Manitoba to teach CPR, first aid, and AED training to the community. Jess Neufeld. Jess was born and raised in Winnipeg. He moved to Calgary after high school to pursue an athletic career in long track speed skating, where he became an elite athlete and a member of the national team for Speed Skater Canada. Jess received a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Calgary, and outside of work and volunteering, he enjoys hiking, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, cycling, and photography. He's also proficient in French and American Sign Language. Nicolas Nodlasilla. Nicholas was born in Lima, Peru, but has spent most of his life in Oakville, Ontario. He completed his bachelor degree at the University of Waterloo in environmental science. In his free time, he enjoys soccer, hiking, camping, playing guitar, reading, and spending time with family and friends. Melissa Pearson. Melissa grew up on a farm near Minnedosa, Manitoba, and has been working as a registered dietitian for the past 2 years. Growing up in a small town, she embraced cooking to connect with her Asian heritage. While completing her undergraduate degree in human nutritional sciences, Melissa also pursued her passion for nutrition and health research, earning 2 Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada Research Awards. Outside of this, Melissa also enjoys cooking, sharing food creations with friends, traveling, and spending time with her cats. Denise Porciuncula. Denise's journey to becoming a PA began with her immigration to Canada, where she has been deeply influenced by her experiences with the Manitoban healthcare system, which has fueled her dedication to addressing critical issues of access to care for Manitobans. Denise earned her bachelor's degree in health sciences from the University of Manitoba, and her hobbies include anime, cross-stitching, and DIY. Kayla Randalls. Kayla is from Calgary and recently completed her undergraduate degree in health sciences at Carleton University in Ottawa. She specialized in biomedical sciences and health throughout the lifespan. She is comfortable speaking French and English as a second leave, ASL, American Sign Language. Sorry, I think it's wrong, but American Sign Language. She also loves to go on hikes in the Rocky Mountains, thrifting, and basketball. Kira Robertson. Kira was born in Winnipeg, and she obtained her Bachelor of Kinesiology from the University of Manitoba and has worked as an athletic therapist and orthopedic technologist at the WRHA, Pan Am Clinic, and Concordia Hospital. Kira lives with her boyfriend and her dog Gus and enjoys reading, staying active, and spending time with friends and family. Priya Shaw. Priya was born in Florida but spent most of her life here in Winnipeg. She pursued her studies in psychology, biology, and a year of respiratory therapy at the University of Manitoba. She enjoys volunteering with children and youth throughout Let's Talk Science, Can You, and Kuman. Outside of school and work, she likes baking, traveling, trying new restaurants, and participating in group workout classes. Naya Sinclair. Naya grew up in the small town of Carberry, Manitoba. Growing up, she was actively involved in sports, including drag racing, synchronized figure skating, and baseball. She still likes to keep active and recently started kickboxing. She graduated from the University of Manitoba, earning a Bachelor of Health Studies with a concentration in family health. And this past year, she spent her time working as a key worker at St. Amant, supporting individuals with intellectual disabilities in the community residential program. Max Sorodinsky. Max was born in Middle Eastern Asia and then moved and raised in Winnipeg. Due to his Ukrainian roots, Max is proficient in the Russian language, and in his spare time, he attends movie clubs, traveling, and cooking, earning him the nickname Chef Max. He completed his Bachelor of Science degree at the University of Manitoba, majoring in microbiology and minoring in chemistry. Megan Vermeersch. Megan grew up on a family farm outside of Baldur, Manitoba. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and Chemistry from the University of Jamestown in North Dakota. While attending Jamestown, she participated in collegiate basketball, science club, student senate, commencement committee, and welcomed weekend throughout the years. Megan enjoys being outdoors, traveling, attending music concerts, and trying new restaurants. Jack Warren. Jack was born and raised by 2 family physicians in the small town of Sundre in rural Alberta. He completed a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences at the University of Calgary and enjoys hiking, camping, and fishing. And he is a big fan of both hockey and soccer and a lifelong Calgary Flames fan. Jade Weimer. Jade was born and raised in Winnipeg. Her academic journey began after graduating high school with a Bachelor of Science and then transitioned to the humanities. She earned a Bachelor of Arts and Honors as a Master of Arts from the University of Manitoba and a PhD in the study of religion at the University of Toronto. She enjoys spending time with her partner and traveling to various countries, including Tanzania, Istanbul, and Dublin. Alicia Woodman. Alicia was born in Winnipeg and graduating with a Bachelor of Health Science and a minor in Family Social Sciences from the University of Manitoba's Interdisciplinary Health Program. Alicia can often be found spending time at her cabin in Clear Lake and Riding Mountain National Park, swimming, biking, or paddleboarding. So I am now going to invite the class of 2026 to walk back towards your seats and remain standing for the Physician's Pledge. As you prepare to take this pledge, you stand at the threshold of a profound commitment, one that binds you not only to your patients, but also to the timeless principles of integrity, compassion, and dedication that define the PA profession. It is more than just words. It is a solemn vow to uphold the highest standard of care, to place the well-being of your patients above all else, and to continually strive for excellence in your practice. Today, you will join a global community of PAs who share this noble tradition, carrying forward the legacy of those who have come before you. As you recite these words, let them serve as a reminder of the profound responsibility and privilege that comes with being a healer. I invite Dean Nickerson to the podium to lead us through the Physician's Pledge.
Thanks, Rebecca. So I just want to, before we get going, what an impressive group of individuals in the PA program. Let's give them a round of applause. So we're going to do this together, and so it's hard when you have your back to me to see where I'm going, but we're going to start here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with consciousness and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you very much. You can be seated.
Congratulations. Our closing remarks today are going to be presented to you by Dr. Sheldon Permack. We are grateful to have him here with us today, and as I already mentioned, he's the Associate Head of the Department of Family Medicine.
Thanks very much, Becky. Greetings to the class of 26, and families and friends, and everybody online. One of the things after teaching PA students for over a decade, I've learned trust, so I had to trust that there were exactly enough stethoscopes to put on everybody, and it all worked out. Sorry if you didn't get the color, but as Dr. Nickerson said, you may be able to trade with one another, and that may be a great way to start off your relationship together. It's really an honor to be here today to represent the faculty and learners in the Department of Family Medicine from the Max Rady College of Medicine at this very joyful occasion to present closing remarks. As Associate Department Head of Family Medicine, it was a very exciting moment for me when the Physician Assistant Program joined our department, creating an amazing and academic and service synergy in this area where you've already heard how important collaboration and interprofessional practice is, and I think this places us well set for the future with that. Placing the stethoscopes on this expanded group of young learners and future PAs to welcome you to the PA program and Department of Family Medicine at Max Rady gives me a profound sense of continuity and fellowship. Today, this esteemed profession is placing its future in the hands of young, capable, enthusiastic learners. For me, continuity is really important as a family doctor, and I live, eat, and breathe that in my work. And it'll help you on your important journey with your deep commitment to improving patient care and participating in a healthcare renaissance in Manitoba. I've been involved, as I said, with PAs for about 12 years. I took a PA into my family practice. I read an innocent email, which is probably a good lesson not to follow through on innocent emails, when it was not very common to have PAs in family medicine, and it's still not that common in Manitoba. To have PAs in family practice, and I took a flyer on one of the graduates from the second class, and we're still together 12 years later with a very incredible partnership. So this is a remarkable opportunity to participate in an innovative approach to care, and I've still been working and collaborating with PAs since then. The continuing growth of the PA program, beginning with your expanded group, fills me with a lot of hope for the future in healthcare. We read a lot of negative things about healthcare daily in the news. You have the opportunity to really change that. So credit to the university, your faculty, the government to expand the program, hire more workers to really make a difference when the people of Manitoba need help. I've taught second-year PA students consistently for a decade. As a PA adjacent practitioner, my life and the care of my patient has been enriched by the relationships I've established with my PA colleague, Scott Naherniak, and his fellow PAs who sort of come across our paths in our work. To give you an example of what Scott, my PA colleague, can do, as I said, he graduated in the second class. We do fee-for-service community clinic, inpatient family medicine, personal care home. His favorite is to perform minor surgical procedures, and this week he helped me go out to our nursing home and do a surgical procedure on one of the residents there who didn't have to be transferred out. So again, a great example for young PAs about how you can make a huge difference in the life of vulnerable people. We also consult, and I don't know what I would do without him and my students consulting on geriatric mental health at Victoria Hospital. Having a PA makes my clinical care exponentially better. It provides same-day access so people don't have to go to hospital urgent care. It expedites specialty care, and it takes the quality of my practice, advocacy, and teaching to the next level. I was sort of wondering how, as a physician, I could address you as a class of PA students. So I had to really talk to my PA posse to find out what they would want to address. So I try to represent them here, and I brought some of their wisdom for you. My former student, Emily, she's now practicing in primary care. Her highlight was about the roles of PA in advocacy, spending time with vulnerable, underserved patients, especially in our hurried, time-crunch clinical practice in the 21st century. I had a recent PA student who just finished with me a very short time ago, and her focus, interestingly, was on self-care and wellness, really recognizing the stress and the lofty expectations for you in your master's program. It is really hard in this era to avoid losing your values and neglect the reasons that all of you went into healthcare with such great backgrounds, but to always hold on to that and be aware of empathy, fatigue, and burnout. Interestingly, I tried a really crazy experiment during this rotation. I had a second-year PA student and a first-year medical student working together, and the synergy in the way they worked together was quite something. Because Chelsea had more experience, she was able to actually mentor the first-year medical student. Just to give you an example of how great the program is that you're going into, that after 2 years of PA program, she was able to work at the level, it was towards the end of her year, but she was able to work almost as a graduate PA and not only provide service, but teach and mentor our first-year medical students. So those are some of the younger PAs. So I had to go talk to some of the older PAs and find out, in retrospect, what would they say to you after all those years in practice? So I had to talk to Scott first, because I work with him every day. He really likes heroes. So I would talk about Odysseus. He was a great traveler, hero, and courageous explorer. So that's what we'd expect of you. You're trying to write a book that hasn't been written yet with an expanded class of 30 PAs. And the difference you'll be able to make in the healthcare system is quite something. You're going to need to be intrepid explorers in a challenging time in healthcare, as we still have COVID threatening vulnerable communities, and how can you participate to make care better? Catherine is another one of the senior PAs that I've worked with. She talked a lot about, with empathy, about the nervousness of starting as a PA because the expectations are so high, and the novice to expert curve is so steep when you're going into PA. She remembered the challenge of the overwhelming amount of knowledge you need to incorporate in 2 years, and the fear of imposter syndrome that she had going in. She focused on having fun during PA school, supporting her classmates and patients to get through the challenges of healthcare in the 21st century. She's presently working as a primary care PA and has her own panel, and is a force to be reckoned with in South Winnipeg with her supervising physician, Dr. Eng. I also had to ask PA Steve, who was here, so I told him I was going to quote him, who works part-time at Access Fort Garry and now with the university. He recommends that you trust the educational process and your classmates. And as others said, always advocate for your profession and your patients. So one of the themes that really comes across through the whole speech is advocacy, and patients can never have enough of that in this era. Very fortunate to have Becky Muller as your program director. In our program in family medicine, in our executive meetings, she brings a "how can I help you" attitude, which is extremely rare and has taught me a lot. It's very inspiring and uplifting in this time, and you're very fortunate to have your director and mentor and example of PA practice. With this advice, I don't think you can go wrong. It allows you to develop yourself while supporting your communities, your supervising physician colleagues, and has been mentioned multiple times, the important thing, your interprofessional teams. On behalf of our family medicine executive and program and learners, we're excited to celebrate the expansion of the program with the addition of so many talented and accomplished students. You've overcome the challenges of learning during the pandemic, learning online with the support of your families, friends, and support networks, allowing you to bring your empathy, experience, and compassion to the healthcare teams that you're going to join and make care better for all Manitobans. So for me personally, teaching PA students is one of my great joys and passions in my professional life. I hope your experience will mirror mine as you continue to make your families, communities, program, and profession proud of you and your accomplishments. Please enjoy the post-ceremony celebrations, and the best of success to you in your career.
I hope you do remember the advice given to you tonight by some of the experts up here. It is heartfelt and truly meant. I want to just take 1 second to thank a few people before we go have refreshments. First, I'd like to acknowledge and thank George and Linda Ames, who happen to be here today in the back in blue shirts here with their therapy dog, Hero. They actually are huge supporters of you and have created their own award called the Hero Award. It's a $500 annual award given to a single PA who embodies the spirit of Hero. So stop by and say hi to them today. And again, thank you so for everything you two do. I also want to thank the staff that helped put this event together. Sasha Barandakova, who's actually getting married this weekend, so that was quite a lot to put together, both this and her wedding. Caitlin Dueck, Annie, I'm so sorry, I messed up your name. Help me out, where'd you go? Odele, it came to me. Annie Odele, thank you, Annie. Crystal Swain, Heather, thank you so much. Alana Simon is the Director of Communications and Marketing. Her whole team helped us today, as well as our IT services and AV, who so kindly brought this stool together. So thank you so much, and please stay to enjoy the refreshments. They're in the Buehler Atrium if you follow the signs. And one last applause for the class of 2026. There's nothing formal now. You can all make your way.